guys, it's not the interview review, it's not the internship review, it's the intern review. So,
Yep, it
a
is.
lot of people did not watch this. We were the only teenagers in that building.
And going into the movie, I didn't know what to expect, so went in empty-minded, and it was decent. I liked it. Robert De Niro played a great. I thought he did really good, in my opinion. One of his better films in a while, and I liked it a lot. Not a lot. I didn't mean to say a lot. I liked it. Just stick with.
So, like you said, I like Robert De Niro in the film. You just like wanted to like give him a high five, handshake, something like that. He just had that approach, so I like that. He's not playing the gangster he used to be. He's not playing the badass. He's actually playing the guy who's like, I'm a soft marshmallow or something like that.
Yeah.
And so I thought that was pretty interesting. Anne Hathaway was pretty good. I liked the side cast because they said I heard it's supposed to be a drama comedy, and I was like, "What this cast?" But they fit in perfectly, and I thought their acting was pretty good. And another thing that I liked is that how the Robert De Niro wasn't falling in love with the main cast member, the main female lead, which always happens. I'm sitting there talking to him like, this dude, if this ends up becoming that, like, I'm gonna throw the fuck up. I would not take it.
I actually checked that before I watched this movie because I did not want to see that at all.
And then it was his female interest was a very, very small role. And gave him his first boner, and he didn't need Viagra.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Most of the cast in it I didn't know, except for like a few. I knew Anne Hathaway. She's been in some of my favorite movies, The Dark Knight Rises. Thought she played actually really well in there. And she played really good in Interstellar too. And this one, not as good as those, but I mean, she wasn't the lead role anyway, so it didn't matter.
Like he said, Anne Hathaway this wasn't her best film, and she did kind of annoy me. Like all her problems, she blamed it on sexism.
That bothered me too. Very like feminism.
Yeah,
like, she was like she hated men. Like I felt like she hated men, and it was kind of like disturbing.
She's like Wonder Woman, like fuck men. I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's exactly.
Every time she's trying to find a new CEO, it's like, oh, I didn't like him because it seems like he was talking trash to women. I can own my own business. I'm like, stop being so self-defensive, okay? We get it. Women can go into business. No one said anything, or that we know of, and you're going to sit there and blame everything on sexism. And she even, spoiler alert, she even blamed the breakup, well, not breakup, but like tough times with her husband through sexism. It was sexism. It's because I'm like a very powerful woman and he's weak. I'm like, you just said that he had to take a hard chance and say, oh my God, he had to step down. That was very manly of him. And then like 15, 20 minutes later in the film, she's like, it's because I'm more powerful than you. I'm like, it wasn't for him. You wouldn't be there. So shut the hell up.
This is going to sound really funny, but I thought of this movie at the beginning kind of like up. I know it's.
I can feel.
I know it's like way out there, but you know he's.
I feel that.
It starts with him. You know, his wife passed away. Not a spoiler, but.
It's not so.
Yeah, and like you know, he's coping with the world it is today, and he finds a little friend along the way.
In a way, he wasn't so perfect where he was like unbelievable. Like they explained everything through experience, and they said even he had dark times, and his wife helped him out through that, and he helped his wife through the dark times, and he just took that experience and just took it with these drunk little 24-year-olds.
Yeah, and that's how like I don't know. I know I never met my grandpa, but that's how it was like. They talked about him like that pretty much to me. So that's how I looked at it, and you know I liked it. It wasn't bad. It wasn't amazing, but it was good. And I know that he said that he didn't like the feminism part. I know the breakup part was kind of annoying. How, spoiler alert again, she goes back to him.
I'm like they make a big deal about it.
Yeah.
And then they're like, after like not even a 5-minute conversation, they're going to go back together. I understand Robert De Niro said that it was the best stay, but he said, don't change your life. And then, like, all of a sudden, in a split second, he changed his entire mindset he went from cheating to wanting her to leave her position. And in a split second, I'm not gonna cheat anymore, and I'm you can do whatever you want to help us out. I'm like 5 minutes ago, you just did. You're such a hypocrite.
Yeah, that part was definitely rushed, I think. But
Yeah, wait.
I mean, either way, you couldn't extend the movie too much longer. It was pretty long enough, to my
Yeah.
opinion. I thought they extended it too long, but that's love.
That's love.
That's love.
And another part, I just remember the thing. They made up these storylines, right? And they didn't explore them. You have the parts with the business growing, right? You don't see it really grow that much. You don't see the friendships build anymore.
Yeah.
You don't see the relationships really build other than Anne Hathaway's.
Yeah.
And another one that didn't really build was Anne Hathaway sending an email to her mom, and then Robert De Niro and three other guys break into her house, hack the thing. The cops come, never ever seen again. This never even touched up on. So I was like,
Yeah.
I would like to see who was the mom. We didn't even see the mom. We just know that she's apparently a
That's
bitch.
true. Yeah. I mean, they can't, if they do all this stuff. I mean, I guess they did their best, because I would have probably put more into it. But I guess they could have. You never know. But they had good, funny times, especially in the car where he's like naming Matt Damon and Ben Affleck's brother.
Yeah,
That was
like,
funny.
He's like, okay, Matt Damon, you're gonna go cover the front. Ben Affleck's brother, you're coming with me. Let's go.
That was.
I like that. I was like, this is like
funny.
Ocean's 11, guys. Let's get this started. I was like, yeah. Okay, so let's rate the film. What's your rating?
My rating is, I'm gonna be a little generous here. I'm gonna give it a B.
Oh, okay. And I'm just gonna give it a C plus because I just
I
thinking about it, just like there was a couple of problems here and there, but it's not a bad film. I recommend you go check it out if you have a date and she doesn't watch war porn with the Green Inferno. Thank you for watching, guys. Please like,
subscribe, and all that crap later.
and
And goodbye.
Yeah.